Yo, this is Chadwick Eisman with American Mech on September 30th, the evening around 11 p.m. American Mech is out in Florida. He's weathered the hurricane out in Florida, and he was in Charlotte, Florida, the area that I was speaking about in some of my recent posts, which was said to have gotten struck by the eye of the storm and slashed by the eye of the storm. Mech, I'm sure you got a story to share. You got your RV out there. Let's go, Mech. Give us some
Alright,
info.
well, before I actually go off, we were,
Are you able to get a little bit louder on your phone by any chance?
yeah, man, I got you. Is this better?
Yeah, that's probably better.
Alright, so basically what happened was, me and my parents, we basically went from Port Charlotte to Punta Gorda. We went to go get my, site checked out. My whole entire RV is flipped over, destroyed. The whole entire kitchen, everything. My bed, it was all flipped over, man. Everything just done. So I'm glad I'm just God bless my parents told me, get the fuck out of there, man. You want to be in a safe spot where you can't get flipped over.
Yeah, that's
That's,
nuts.
you know what, you're fucking right, you know. Um, so yeah, that's what we did. And yeah, we kind of just went for it. And I was like, alright, so we just, well, like, alright. And I decided to just go chill with them, and
Yeah,
that's what happened.
with your
And we
parents.
went to go check my RV site today, and it was just nuts, man. My RV was flipped over, RV site done. Went to go check out doors, and we went to go pick up our cars. Um, and then we basically we went.
You there? You breaking up, man?
There are.
You're breaking up a little bit. Hold up. American Mech, can you hear me? We're American Mech's breaking
Can
up
you
a
hear
little.
me?
Yeah, American Mech, you're breaking up a little
Can you
bit.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were kind of talking about American Mech's kind of talking about how
Can you
he's
hear me now?
how he's out in he was out in Charlottesville for this hurricane that hit him, and he ended up staying with his parents because he's living in an RV for the most part out there. And so he was staying with his parents during the hurricane, and they had some shutters and stuff. I think he was going on there. I don't know if he's back in the conversation. He's breaking up on the phone right now.
Yo, can you hear me, Chad?
Yes, can you hear me, Mech?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
All right, yeah, if you want to keep going with that story, you were breaking up, so I just kind of took over the conversation for a moment.
Yeah, basically what happened from that, we went to go check out my parents' RV, and then we basically went. We went to check out their RV, and that one was also flipped over. So mine and my mom and dad's, they were both flipped over, man.
So,
and then we were trying to go get our cars that were like literally 15 minutes away, and it turned out to be like a 15-minute drive, dude. Like all the freaking roads on I-75. Like we were trying to get around, trying to go there, that. Every single road was freaking flooded, man. And after Mom had showed us the one last option we had, dude, I let it sound like, you know what? It just makes it lucky. I want to close my eyes and go to fuck to sleep. I closed my eyes and I was like, I don't want to see what happens. If it actually happens, and if I wake up and it's a disaster moment, okay, I'm a strong swimmer. I got this. But
okay,
if something had happened, dude, I was like, okay, I'm ready.
let's talk about this actual before we go into the RV part of your whole RV and the whole area of that and your all those RVs, your parents' RVs flipped over. Let's talk about you during the storm. Can you talk about during the storm? Like,
Dude, my cousin's area is where we stayed at mainly because my mom and dad freaked out about like one little drop or a couple drops that were like going through the roof.
of where you were originally saying.
at my parents' place.
So you guys,
And
did you
that's
guys
when
travel during the storm to another place?
before it started, yes.
Okay. When it was like,
And
what was it, flooding before the actual hurricane came where you
from
were?
my yes, we did drive through some water, yes,
Okay.
before it got too worse. But that was like the morning on a Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I want to say that was, but yeah, shit was pretty crazy.
Yeah. What was it
My
like?
first
Was
time
it
ever going like on crazy weather
so during
time.
during the hurricane? First of all, were you sober? Were you sober for the hurricane, or were you drinking some beers?
My
Or
parents were rushing me when I woke up, bro. Like, I was like, what the fuck do I gotta do now? Just tell me so I gotta get it done with. But they woke me up around, I want to say 9:30, and we were out by 10, because my mom noticed, like, shit going on at, like, 10, like, saying, oh shit, we got leakage. Okay, yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And it turns out, a whole entire fucking place is perfectly fine when they come back, but they didn't want to risk it, so they're like, alright, we gotta go to our cousin's place, because I didn't say where it comes from, because one leak, you never know what that could damage of. And we were like in the very beginning of it, so I was like, you know what, I can't complain, because I saw the leak.
yeah,
So I was like, whatever.
yeah. I mean,
I'll pack my
you guys.
fucking clothes
I
and
mean,
go
your
to
family,
my destination, and blah, blah, blah.
sounds like you made this choice of the moment, and it was like everything was chaotic as to begin with. So during the hurricane, how was it? Was the sound of the hurricane super loud, or was it like could you hear the outside stuff hitting against whatever building that you were inside of, kind of thing?
It's funny that you mentioned that, Chad. Yes, you can hear all the winds going across the whole entire thing. And did you check out my Snapchats by chance?
If you could just talk about them here. Yeah, I don't know if I saw them all on your Snapchat. I might have missed them. And Snapchat's only 24 hours, so once that's like cut off, I won't be able to see
Alright.
them.
So basically, that whole entire morning, it was about like 44 ramping up. We stood say the day Tuesday. Oh no, it was we came back to no. Today's Friday, so Thursday. We say Wednesday night. So Wednesday day we woke up.
Wednesday
We saw it
night.
happening,
Okay,
and
I'm
then
lost in the story.
during that whole entire
Mech,
thing,
I'm gonna talk over you for a minute. I'm just to catch up where you're at in the story here. Wednesday night. Where were you located?
Wednesday night we were located at our cousin's place,
Okay, and
and
that's yeah.
during the whole entire thing,
And that Wednesday night was when the storm really hit. The hurricane really hit you the hardest, or when did
around 4 to about, actually no, I want to say about like 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. because around 4 p.m. that's when we reached 150-mile winds with the whole entire
how many miles an hour? 160?
115.
115 miles an hour. Okay. Yeah, you were in the like in the middle of that. That's nuts.
And the
And
worst part was my car was on the lowest ground of all that. My car did get a little flooding into it. My car is still fine. It got a little water into it, but yeah, it is what it is.
it's still
But,
work. Your car is still running.
yeah, my car is still
Great.
running. It
That's
got a little
great.
water into
Oh,
it, but
that's super good to hear. Yeah, everybody's dealing with a lot, but it's good to hear that you have a car at least that's available to you to use. Even though it had flooding, it's at least it works and it's running. That's good to hear. So
Although I'm not gonna lie, I wish it would have gotten flooded because, damn it, I would have buy it. Honestly, it's actually funny that we're talking about this after realizing all this. And my parents are saying, screw it. I'm actually debating on getting like a sell my car for a truck that's like semi new that I can still afford, that I can still buy. That's like for like $3,000 probably. And I can sell my car for, and like put a bed in the back of the truck, sleep in that. And honestly, not gonna lie, I plan on moving back to Florida because, man, I got friends to stay at. And the worst thing that comes to, either I eat like at restaurants or what I plan to do is like I can meals. Like fuck it.
all right, let's
Planning
talk.
on just moving back down because honestly, my RV is destroyed. So I got like so much money to go through. So it's like
I agree.
I should really find a job in fucking PA.
It must be hitting you kind of hard at the moment because you just lost a big part of you with that RV being destroyed. So it's like you're dealing with a lot right now at the moment, and it's upsetting to hear that you're out there. There's so many other people as well besides you with families out there, children and families with little children out there that are have their RVs just destroyed or their houses possibly. You said there were some deaths. Did you say there was some kind of number going around for death rate right now for Hurricane Ian, or is
I've
that?
been mentioning that for Water Top podcast, but in certain areas, I'm not sure where they're at. I'm not sure if they were like, I'm pretty sure it's an island now that I think about it. There's like an island that was close by that got completely destroyed. People are still looking for like survivors and whatnot. And even like the floods that we're going through that were like completely destroyed.
Yeah,
And honestly, at this point, dude, I don't even buy another fucking RV. I'd actually get like a nice truck with a nice money kit and move the fuck back to PA because, in my opinion, I don't see the point of living in fucking Florida because
yeah. Back. We're podcasting here, so to bring value to our audience that's listening at the moment, we have a couple more minutes. Should we just mention anything else about the hurricane? We also there's hot sauce. There's the hurricane. We know that you're probably going.
I did.
Yeah.
I did get. I did make a hot sauce during it and made it. It turned out big. And man, all you need is peppers, fresh, fresh garlic, and lemon, and yeah, that's really it. Garlic, lemon, and jalapeno peppers.
Yeah, I saw some photos that Mech sent me of some hot sauce right before the storm, and it looked really interesting because it was like really goopy looking. It kind of looked like I quoted it as dragon throw up, but it looks like chunky, really chunky for a sauce. Is what I would say is how it looked.
I want to switch it a little bit while I'm down here, like figuring things out. What I'm like, thinking, do I buy another RV or do I figure out like this hot sauce shit? And it's like live in a fucking truck. I mean, freaking truck. But yeah, man, I'm kind of just tired of it. Honestly, living in RV. So I'd rather live in a truck. Honestly, at this point, RVs just cost too much, man. I just rather live in a truck where I'm okay at, and I'm learning that style at this point. And I always got friends to go to, so it's like I could live during my truck in the summers, and then during the winter time, I could like, yo, can I rent to you guys? you guys for a bedroom. And I know a couple friends on there, so it's like, I'm sure the mom and dad won't mind or whatever, so it's like, it's fun when everything came through, but
Mac,
I could wish.
I'm 100% sure you're gonna be fine. I'm 100% sure you're gonna be good, and that you have a good outlook. So you're gonna be good, man. There's a lot of people that are really struggling who might not be so as good as you are because they lost people in their life to the storm here. So just to sum things up here, man. To sum things up, um, is there anything else you want to say that possibly just to share about the storm? Because that's kind of like I think that's kind of the just wanted to share that with the audience, and then we'll close. I'll close this out or whatever. We're at 15 minutes now. Do you want to close this out now, or do you want to say the closing words, or what?
I'm close. Florida, it's been a great time living, and honestly, my whole family's probably going to keep living down here, and honestly, I can't say the whole thing here for them, but a lot of my family members are reconsidering, or at least one person is, but honestly, I love you guys. We love our podcast. We're gonna keep doing it, and uh, hopefully for the people that are staying up in the roofs that are still thinking for God, please still survives, and with the search going on, it's still going on, flattening out the earth and all that shit. Um, please just amen, let us live, and I'm also trying to figure out if I want to stay in PA or stay living in Florida. And I'll move back. It was a shitty way, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, thank you, Mac, for sharing so much information and about what you went through, and that's I think that's really going to be something that people enjoy listening to from our podcast, Pedal to the Metal podcast. More to come. We'll probably have Mac talking more about what's going on in the future and future podcasts. So thank you, Mac. Appreciate you ending it now.